Well, good day. I'm going to read a little something that I let AI help me write. I tried to explain it as best I could, and then I let it express these ideas for me in a, just a cohesive and comprehensive manner, right? It was actually over 3 or 4 conversations. We were talking about multiple things. And it was me that tied it all together for the technology. So here we are. My work this morning. Well, actually, it was only one of many this morning, but here we go. Humanity finds itself poised at a profound intersection, a communion of spirit, being, and creation, a metaphysical community. One that transcends physical boundaries. Whether we name it this ecclesia, sangha, or koinonia, it is the gestalt of existence, a dynamic interplay where the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. This is the essence of the human condition. Not merely to exist, but to co-create, to engage in the sacred dance of life. If we are solely empirical and pragmatic, we reduce ourselves to hollow, empty shells, machines without purpose or meaning. Conversely, if we exist as spirit alone, we risk becoming passive yes-men, akin to angels, devoid of the free will that makes us uniquely human. It is our capacity for free will, the ability to act authentically, to choose goodness freely, that elevates us beyond the sum of our parts. To live authentically is to engage fully with the world and ourselves. This idea is captured beautifully in the ideograph of Wang, a figure dancing and singing, embodying the joy and creativity of being in harmony with the Tao, with truth, and with life itself. It reflects what Jung described as the shunya, the transformative process of individuation, where the self is realized not as a fragmented entity, but as a unified whole. Now, what I was talking about here is in Jung's Modern Man, In Search of a Soul, he said the modern man stands at the edge of a void, and that void, that shunya, that emptiness, is actually potential, without artifice. And the Wang is the ideograph from the 25th hexagram of the I Ching. This is the book of change from China that Jung used for his active imagination exploration. So it's no wonder that these messages are contained within. But I go on and I'll connect it here to some other ideas. In Jewish thought, this resonates with the concept of the Yetzer, the impulse towards good and evil that define our moral and creative freedom. It is through these impulses that we navigate the choices of life, balancing between self-interest and the greater good. The Bodhisattva, too, embraces this ideal, a being who transcends the limits of the self, not for personal gain, but to aid all sentient beings in their journey towards enlightenment. And that is the Tao of heaven within the 25th hexagram. It's this idea that we're meant to nourish and care for all myriad beings. That is our goal. Living authentically, then, my translation of Wu Wang, living authentically, is more than a personal act. It's an act of creation. It is tikkun olam in the Hebrew, the repair of the world. Not just on a societal level, but within ourselves and the cosmos. Martin Buber's I and Thou and Jung's individuation requires that we know others and we know ourselves, and it's the interaction where we truly become our potential. It is the fulfillment of the mandate of heaven as we know it in the Chinese, not as a rigid decree, but as a living, breathing relationship between humanity and the universe, this to live within the Tao. Modern man stands at the edge of the void, but this void is not emptiness. It's an infinite potential. The very act of living is the act of creation. To live authentically is to align with this truth, to participate in the shared dance of existence, and to nurture the myriad beings of heaven and earth. This is the heart of Wuwang, of Panim, of Koinonia. It is the communion of being and becoming, the alignment of inner truth with outer action. It is the intersection of free will, authenticity, and compassion, a bridge between heaven and earth, uniting humanity in the eternal act of creation, in being, in existence. To embrace this truth is to answer the ultimate call of existence, to co-create, to transcend, and to live as more than the sum of our parts. That's truly our destiny and our mandate.